Hey everybody, welcome to week 4. So we're actually right past that middle point. So if you've gotten here, you can definitely get through the rest. So pat yourselves on the back, right? And know that you're doing well, okay? Even if you are behind a little bit. And this is the time when students very easily fall behind, you can still submit late work, okay? So just know that there is still lots of time to get caught up if you want to try to, for some credit at least, get some late work in. Any bit of work you get in there is better than a zero. So if you have any zeros there, any way you can get rid of those zeros and put another grade in there, even if it's a 50 or a 60, is going to improve your grade significantly. So just know this, you can improve your grade. You definitely can. So week 4, what are we doing? Well, we've moved from Microsoft Outlook, which is part of Microsoft Office, and we're moving into Microsoft Word. So Office or Outlook is one of the things, Word, then Excel and PowerPoint. Those are the 4 big ones that we're going to be covering this term, and we're getting into Word. Now, of those 4, Word is the one I think students are probably most familiar with, because not only do you use this in college all the time, but you use this on the job all the time. You use it in high school if you weren't in high school that long ago. So you're probably relatively familiar with Word and what word processing is. So the lecture notes this week are going to be very, very helpful because it's going to walk you through the basics of what Word is and what word processing is and formatting, that kind of stuff. Note that you want to get through to the end of the lecture because there is an assessment kind of demonstration thing at the end with a bunch of very short videos on how to actually do some very basic but very key formatting things in Word. And that's going to be necessary in order for you to do the Word assessment for this week. So for this week, we're learning about Word, and there's one primary assignment. I know, just one, right? Isn't that awesome? One assignment, and that is the week 4 Word assessment. Now, I have done a video, and I will have that video uploaded. If you're watching this, you might look and see that it's already there in the announcements, and it gives you a walkthrough on what to do with this Word assessment. Essentially, what you're doing is you're going through a hypothetical where you're supposed to put together this memo, and you're going to be formatting the memo. So we give you all the text. It's right there. It's in the instructions. It's 2 pages. The second page is all the text you need. You're going to copy and paste that into a blank Word document. You're going to take the bold formatting off it, and then you're going to follow the instructions on page 1 as to how to format it. That's all you need to do. That's it. You don't need to create anything new. You don't need to write anything on your own. You don't need to go out and do any research. In fact, don't do any of those things. Just use the information that's there and format it according to the instructions. If you do that, you are golden, okay? Really, but follow that other video that I gave you because that I posted, I should say, because that really will help you out if you are kind of getting stuck and you're like, I'm not really sure what these instructions are saying. So the discussion board this week is going to be very interesting. It has to do with communication, but in a very specific way, and I guess you say maybe a word-specific way. We talked last week, right, about Outlook and how to email properly and email etiquette. This week, we're going to talk about something very specific to communication in Word, and that is fonts, the different fonts and what do they say about us. And we're going to have a very specific scenario where you're basically like a hiring manager and you're looking at these different resumes, cover letters that come in, and they have these really crazy fonts and different colors and all sorts of stuff. And what message does that convey to you? Okay, so the video that's posted is a YouTube video, it's a TED Talk, very short, but it talks about basically what message is conveyed by the different kinds of fonts you use. Is there a font that's more professional? And is there one that's just completely unprofessional? And so if you find somebody using that unprofessional one, what does that say about them? Okay, so that's going to be the discussion board for this week. It should be very interesting. I'm also, as I did last week, I'm going to put in another discussion thread, and it's going to be kind of on that topic, communication, maybe something with writing, but also with texting, that kind of thing. So have fun in that one as well. This one will be a little more fun, a little more light, I think, than last week's trolley scenario. But whatever you post there, that will count for your overall post count for the week. Remember to follow the rubric when you are posting, all right? 1 initial post of at least 150 words and at least 3 replies over at least 3 days in a given week. As always, folks, let me know if you have any questions. You can email me, many of you have. You can call me or text me, 585-433-5781. All right, I will get back to you as soon as possible if you don't get me automatically. Looking forward very much to what you have to say in the discussion boards and to see the work you do in that word assessment. Thanks.